Hey guys, welcome back to Big Lou TV. So today then, I'm going to react to Italy's Eurovision entry this year, 2021. It's one of the final ones of the Big Five then that I need to listen to. And I am aware actually it's quite high up in the odds, so it'd be interesting to see then what it's like. I thought I'd put the Mario top on. Thought it's pretty appropriate for Italy. Actually, how many Italian people? Is Mario quite a common name in Italy? How many Marios do you know? Because I don't know many Marios in England. But right, let's give this a go then. And now I know Italy for Eurovision. I've had a few favourites over the years. I like the one the other year. Was it Francesco Gabbiani? Was it? He had the gorilla on the performance, and I really like that song. And that was actually one of the favourites to win, wasn't it? Until it got to Eurovision. One thing I will say, a lot of entries, if they're slightly longer than 3 minutes and they trim it, they never seem to do as well. And that was one of the songs they had to trim the length. So, yeah, I think people should avoid voting for songs that are longer than the length. Because you never know what it's going to be like when it's revamped to the shorter version. Right, let's see then what we got today. And it's, how do you say their band names? Is it Maneskin? Is it? And how do you say this in Italian? Zitti E Buoni? Something like that? Right. I will give it a listen and tell you what I think. Okay, people, let's do it. Oh, bit of a rock to start off then. Oh, he's real rocky, isn't he? Outfit, the guitars, interesting, for old school rock. Oh. And there's a girl in the group as well. Nice pinkish guitar there. Oh, it's very edgy. I wouldn't have expected Italy to send something like this. Interesting, Italy. That's going to wake everyone up, isn't it? And it doesn't matter that it's in a different language. People will enjoy this anyway. It's in Italian, you know. It reminds me of the 60s a little bit. 60s and the 70s. Just pause it for copyright. And yeah, maybe that old school sound. Well, hardly any songs get sent with this sort of vibe to them. So this will stand out. Immediately, I'm going to say though, it'll be competing, won't it, with people that might vote for Finland as well. That's if they reach the final, but I think they're pretty certain to reach the final. So you'll both be in the final. Will that split the vote? I don't know. But I feel it will be going for the same sort of voter, won't it? But this is more old school rock, whereas Finland's more metal. I like the instrumental, the general beat in the background of the song all the way through. Oh, cockroach. A lot of red going on here. Oh, this is going to be a Marmite entry, I feel, isn't it? You're going to love this or you're going to hate this. Yeah, go on, give us some solos. I do love some solos with rock songs. So does the end of the song just finish with lots of instrumental? Ah, wowzer. Right, well, I've got lots of thoughts on that one. Whew. Well, it's woke me up this morning. It's going to wake up the arena on the night. It's quite edgy, isn't it? It's not a genre you hear often at Eurovision. So it's really hard to call how that's going to do. It's a really tough one. Now, like I say, it's going to be compared with Finland, but they are different styles. So this is more, I'd say, old school rock, grittier. Finland is the sort of the metal entry, isn't it? And I think that's slightly more high impact than this one. This one's maybe you could imagine a bit more, just if you were out in a club or being played somewhere at a festival, possibly. Well, actually, both of them would be in a festival. But I can imagine this more in cafes and bars a bit more than the Finland entry, for instance. And I say, even though it's in Italian, I think a lot of people are going to like this. Even though I know a lot of people won't understand the Italian. Now, what would give it as my Big Blue star rating? I would give it a 7. I think it's very good and it's different and pretty catchy. They bring their style to the show and they're like, you either like it or you ain't going to like it. And pretty good. I would give it a higher rating if I felt the melody was catchier. Because I felt as well the choruses and the verses blending in a little bit. I wanted to be able to grab onto the melody a bit quicker. So maybe I'll give it higher if I did that. That's not to say it's bad entry at all, though. Very good, Italy. You do pretty well with this. But yeah, what do you think then? Do you think it's going to be compared with Finland? Do you think that may, split the vote on the night? Do we think it'll get more points from the televote or the jury? I'd immediately say this is more of a televote entry. But it depends if the juries appreciate this sort of music, rock, metal, that sort of thing. We shall see. It's interesting. It's really hard to call how that one's going to do. Let me know, people. What do you think? What do you give it as a rating? Higher or lower than me? Do you enjoy it? And yes, and I will see you again sometime. All right. Bye.